Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FNMA. We will take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Now this one's been all over the map. We've looked at the weekly chart, we looked at the daily chart, and now we're going to look at the 15-minute chart just because today got extra crazy. Real quick, let's pull up the daily chart just so you can see what I'm referring to. Gapped up a little bit here, ran all the way up here, went all the way back down there, had a nice little bounce, and then closed right there. So as you can see, if you get motion sickness easily, you were probably throwing up during today's action, as it was very much so back and forth. But I want to look at the 15-minute chart because the main questions I've gotten, and rightfully so, are, what happened? What do we want to see going forward now? And after a crazy day like that, it does make sense to go down and just look at a shorter term time frame. So real quick, if you're not sure what I mean by 15-minute time frame, instead of each one of these bars representing a day or a week's action, which is what we've looked at now, each one just represents 15 minutes worth of time. So although this may look like a long period of time, this was all basically one day, price action right here. So right here is, when the price opened up. So the first basically 45 minutes were nice and bullish. And then that's where, I feel sorry for whoever bought up there at 544. But that's where the things unfolded. You can see, let's see, that's half an hour. So basically for an hour and 15 minutes, things were pretty darn brutal. And then real quick to put on the chart education hat, hammer candle formed right around this 200 period simple moving average, and you can see that's where the bounce started to happen. So congratulations to those chart players out there that saw all this starting to take place and then probably picked up some shares right around here and wrote it up on this bounce. But in terms of levels to keep an eye on now, the first level is just simply going to be this yellow line here. Like I said, that's the 200 period simple moving average. So that's going to be important that the price maintain above that. That is valued at $2.31. And then another level of support that was put in was right here. You can see that's kind of right where everything just bottomed out, right around there. And we'll call that $2.45. So that'll be another important area of support, $2.45. After that, you did have a pullback from this, bounce here, and that pullback ended right up around that area. So more of a shorter term kind of level. We'll call that level at 262. So that'll be another area of support to keep your eye on going forward. We may see this start to drop into a channel pattern, or it may start to, just keep on bouncing back up. Really hard to say at this part of time, or at this point in time, when you have, this sort of action all happening and craziness. But in terms of resistances, and if the price does decide to bounce some more, looks like there's some resistance now here, and we'll call that right at 320. This is not exact science here, because when we're talking about a stock that's trading way up above $1, resistances and supports are not going to be specific to exact prices, but we'll call that 320. And then after that, we have the purple line here, which is the 50 period simple moving average, and that's valued at 359. So that'll be another crucial area of resistance. And then finally, the last one I'll talk about for this video will be right here, this level, and we will call that $4, just to make life easy on us there. So $4 will then be the other level of resistance that you want to see the bulls break above on any sort of journey back upward. So this is definitely more of a micro breakdown of the chart, but after today's craziness, I think this is really the only logical step to make. So if there are any other questions though on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for our newsletter up there. When you do that, you will receive a free ebook. And if you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about how to use charting and use it in your strategy as a trader, I'd encourage you to click down below and look at our education course. Over 8.5 hours of video and teaching. Been getting great third-party reviews, so I'd encourage you to make an investment into your education as a trader and check it out. One more time, this was FNMA. Thanks for listening.